the studio right now. This goes on the ones and twos, and I got El Victor in the building.
Woo! All guys.
Come on.
Give my one my swags. Thank you for putting me on.
Man, it's good to have you, my brother. Welcome to the studio.
I'm so happy to be here. One day everything will be okay. I love it here.
Man, it's been a minute. I've been trying to get you in, and you just most times you come to the Enugu, you just jump in and you jump out. You know, it happens really quickly. I'm like, yo, how can we get a hold of this guy? First off, congratulations on the success from CBD to the EP.
Yeah.
When it was put out in 2020, just to set the record straight, it's not a 2021 project. I had said it earlier that this is like the most Igbo conscious project I had heard in the longest time. Now let's get into that. In CBE, first of all, it's like some ancient Igbo, writing, ancient Igbo language, the way it was written and signed and all of that. Who would expect like a young generation artist like you, to be fronting that? And then you went into records like Igbo Landing, record like Ise. I mean, these are really like pro Igbo records. What inspired that song? Let's go back to that project.
Honestly speaking, what inspired the song though is like like Nsibidi is a series. Like I have Nsibidi 1, which came out 2018. But Nsibidi is the project where I really talk about stuff I wouldn't talk about anywhere. Usually nobody ever listens. Like I'm even surprised like people listening to Nsibidi 2 and it threw me off balance because I was not ready. And when I was making the song, I had to do a lot of research because it's important. Like Nsibidi is like the ancient writing we had long before Western civilization came.
Yeah.
Like if you're watching Nollywood movies, you see all those designs by the hut, and if you are seeing all the Ankara, some of the designs we see on our Ankara, these are like these are stuffs that our forefathers had in place long before the Western civilization. So I titled my album Nsibidi because to me it's the truth. So on Nsibidi 2, I was like, I dropped on 30th May 2020, and I dropped for a reason, obviously, 30th May. So it was like an awakening for everybody to know. Basically, the 5 people I expected to listen, for them to know, hey, yo, look, do you understand? But
Consciousness.
at the end of the day, it's wild. CBD is out. Everybody's like, who made that beat? And you know what's crazy? That people didn't even know like the string. They It's Mike Ejaya in the 70s.
Listen, because like honestly, I like to pride in the fact that I know music and I listen to music from a wide range. But somehow I didn't really grow up listening to high life records. So I heard of Mike Ejaya have strings for the first time on this record. And after listening to it, I had to now go back and listen to some other Mike Ejaya records. And at the time, Jerome was like, "You don't know Mike Ejaya?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know." I saw today KC is in town. He went to visit Mike Ejaya with Manny Boy. Big ups to them for that one.
I think he also sampled Mike Ejaya on his latest album. He said, "I think I opened the door, but I don't want to be proud." Yeah, it's okay. I'm humble.
But how did you get the clearance? How did you get permission from Mike Ejaya to like sample those strings in the record?
Okay, first of all, like Mike Ejaya is the artist, but the record is owned by a company. So it's not something I want to say on the radio because those things are legal issues. But and also I'm always open for much more business because at the end of the day nobody expected anybody will hear the song, and I feel like this is one of the essential elements of hip hop, which is sampling. And I didn't want to back down. And on the CBD 2, I didn't just sample Mike Ejaya. On Asaba Massacre, I sampled Osadebe. But you have to be a great listener to hear this story. And on One Day, I also sampled Nelly Uchendo. Like I'm passionate about all these old musicians. Okay, now I have to even tell you, Nchetandi Igbo. I just came out from that place right now, and I'm so nostalgic. Like everything out there is just reflecting back on our Igbo generation, the war, there's a whole lot of write up, and I think everybody in Enugu really needs to go and visit that place.
Where's that?
Please.
Center for Memory.
Where?
Center for Memory.
Where?
Center for Memory. Yeah.
Independence Layout.
Center for Memory.
Center for Memory.
I've been there.
Yeah.
It was overwhelming. Like the amount of knowledge.
Every Igbo person needs to visit there, read up all the write up. Out there you see GKOB,
Z. You know the funny thing, like that place is very deserted. Like nobody really goes.
Yeah.
It's funny. I asked a question, do you people charge money for people to come in here? They say no, and I'm like, no.
And they give you a tour guide too.
Yeah, that was the girl, I've forgotten her name, very nice person. She knows history very well.
How I went there was my car spoiled in front of the place, and I had to like park the car and come the next day to fix it. And so while all of that was, I had to like find out like, whoa, this guy, my car was parked here all night, and I found, oh, this is like center for Igbo learning and stuff, and
It's great.
so much knowledge with it.
And also, I just want to put that, at this point in time where we are losing contact with how we started our roots, I think everybody needs to really get back into all these things so that we can be able to connect the dots, because so many histories are like so many things that happened in the past are about to repeat itself.
Yeah.
And if we don't,
not
get
careful.
that from the root, we might just fall for it for the second time.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's really deep, man.
I like sometimes when I even made in CBD, like I feel like I was possessed by a spirit, because after I finished making the record, some of the things people were pointing out, I didn't really.
Listen to me. Listen, I know you're saying this probably from the top, right?
Yeah.
But let me tell you categorically, I think you were possessed by a spirit.
I need that spirit back, because I'm about to make another album.
You know what? Let's play another record from CBD too. How about that? Let's play Igbo Land. That's a beautiful piece of music. Yo, Victor's on the house, ladies and gentlemen. Got any questions for him? Talk to me. Oh God, drag him.
Easy. Yo, bro, love.
Baby, got I'm president of Lose, the Pepper Johnson. Who wants to love the junkie? Who wants to have the work? Who wants to love the lucky? Who is there? Who wants to love the lucky? Who is there? Split sheets, splitting friendship on the lucky. And I got niggas who feel like hungry. And that is why you boy, you can borrow in the morning. And that is why you know my nigga carry deposits. Even the better, yes, Lord, you will go. You could have been I'm close to 30 years. Have your problem when they make me party. Have your problem when they make me party. Move it. Aye, I never know from where you move it. Aye, I never know from where you pump it like you pump us. Focus, walk up. The man you got that club, that guy you go to my home. Move it. Aye, I never know from where you pump it. Aye, I never know from where you pump it like you pump us. Focus, walk up. The man you got that club, that guy you go to my home. Men and I won't talk, you know that you're really funny. Class, step. When this one polo, one from X on X. No regret. No regret. So the best. Can't you hear the best? Hey, Ogbe na mo su bi lo fu compound. I don't think enough so before you go red gang.